There we go. There's the message. Witness Seed says, "You are live when we are live." And welcome, welcome, welcome to anybody who's out there. And if you're joining a little later, that's fine. And fast forward it up to the video, or if you're watching after the auction. Um, I always try to remind people that if you are watching this later and an item didn't sell, if you're watching the chat, you should be able to tell from the chat if an item sold or not. I try to post it on the screen, but I don't always remember. But I will try hard to remember to post that it's been sold on the chat, or at least you can hear that in the video. So anyway, welcome to our channel. If you read the notes I put at the top, you'll see that we here we go. Here we go. If you're new, please email me, and that email is in the top of the chat. I can put it out there again if you just ask in the chat. Send me your real name, in case it's not the same as your YouTube name, and your YouTube name, if it isn't the same as your real name, and your shipping and PayPal information. Now, I use PayPal for invoicing, but I can do other things like Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. Am I forgetting anything? I guess not. So, but my primary is through PayPal. If that's okay with you, that's fine with me. I can invoice any way you like. Biddings in $1 increments or more, up to $10, and $2 or more after that. And tonight we won't be doing. I don't think my most expensive item is like $10. So the art sale prices tonight. So I told my wife. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Once I post the sold in the chat, unless it's multiple items, that closes the bidding. And I know there are snipers out there sometimes. I try to get in at the last minute. I've seen that happen. It don't happen very often to me, but I do see it. I have a couple of silver items tonight. Hey, good evening, Marlene. You'll be back, okay? And so silver and gold items, I don't think there's. No, I got one gold electroplated item. So I'll explain that one time. I think I have one or two silver items. Again, I did not test any of them, but I'll explain when we get there. Let me see here. What else? I don't think I'm doing any multiple items tonight, so I guess that won't be a problem. All right. Well, if you're not familiar with me and you're new here, we are up in the northwest corner of Vermont, about 35 minutes from Lake Champlain, 35 minutes, maybe less, depends on how you drive. About 2 hours from Montreal. So on the fairly northern part, I'm only like an hour from the border, Canadian border. We're in the mountains on a rural area, a little small town in the rural area up here. And it's out in the, we have our neighbors are not close, let's put it that way. So we are experiencing typical we call up here the spring of deception. We get 60-degree days, and the next day it's 40, and the next day it's snowing. So it's just the way it is. We had about maybe 2 or 3 inches of snow, but it didn't stick to the roads just the other day, and it was mostly like on our back deck and on the grass and places like that where the snow doesn't melt, and it's all gone. It hit 50 today, and it's all melted. So, and we're in for some 60 type. Now we're in for more typical April weather now, rain and 50s and 60s. So just typical for us. We'll get some warm weather starting in late May or early June, hopefully. And I say warm, I mean 70s. We never get. We've had some warmer summers lately in the past few years. Call it whatever you want, climate change, global warming, whatever. Maybe I can remember other summers like that we've had years ago. So we'll see what we get. So I will be trying to go back to Wednesday. I was out last Wednesday. I just felt a little funky, and I just knew I wasn't going to last more than half an hour at best. So I figured I'd better just not do it and put myself under any more stress than I needed to. So I'm feeling okay. It was just a 12-hour thing or whatever. I was feeling about fine by the next morning. So, well, whatever it is. So, in this week, we had a concert to go to that my grandson was playing in. So, we had to go to that last night, and that was fun. They did a great job, and some really good music. And we enjoyed that. He's this what they call the symphony band. that right? Yeah, I think he's in the symphony. This is like strings and band and I don't know, there's a couple different things. So it was all good, and they all did a great job. And it is actually streamed live on YouTube and it's out there, so it's pretty cool. Okay, let me see. So Thursday this week, obviously. Next week I should be back on Wednesday without any difficulty that I'm aware of. There will be some vacation time coming up in the summer, so there'll be some missing weeks then as well. So I do work in the mornings. I work half days, semi-retired, if you want to call it, but retired for a while, then went back. So that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's see, what else? I think this pretty much covers it. Like I said, it's business. We've been this auctioning and my eBay channel. I've got a few things maybe on Poshmark too. I think, yeah. I'm starting to put more and more things up back out on eBay as I have time. I'm sitting in a room full of stuff, floor to ceiling, literally. Everything you can name. And tonight I'm going to throw some different things out there that I don't normally show on auction. I mentioned it last time, and I mentioned it, I think, in the preview. I've got some box CD sets that I think anybody who's into classic rock will be interested in, and maybe some other non-classic rock items. I got a ton of vinyl albums too. I should grab and maybe see if anybody's interested at some point. Some really good stuff, and some let's say more obscure stuff, I guess is the best way to put it. Quite a mixture actually of stuff. I guess that is all I need to say to chat for enough time. We can switch cameras here, go to my little table, and show you what we got to start with. Where am I? Here we go. Back to the other camera. So we're going to start off with a little Boyd's Bear, little hockey guy, and let me get my chat going here. What is this? Oh, yeah. Oh, I do use StreamYard, and now StreamYard is actually putting their own messages in my description, which is okay. And then they have a little thing here that there's a referral here that I can post in the chat, which they say, you can get a discount, I can get a discount, all kinds of fun stuff. So if you're thinking about going live, and StreamYard's not too bad, works well for me. You can check it out. All right. So the Boyd's Bear hockey. I'll give you some more description here. I know hockey season should be wrapping up pretty. Is that right? This is April. No, I guess I got another month to go. We'll start this one at, what did I say here? $6 start, I think. I try to keep, like I said, try to keep my stuff. I go out and I do comp some of the stuff. This one is numbered. See, Boyd's Bear and Friends. Don't hit it all if it's honorably possible to avoid hitting, but never hit soft. Oh, that's interesting. Never heard that quote from him. Anyway, so Puck Slap Shot, Boyd's Bear from 1997. Looks like it's number 2 out of 327. 220. Oh, I don't know what that last number is. 22, whatever it is, but edition 22E, piece number 327. Okay, so it doesn't tell you how many it's out of. It's just that's the edition in the piece, which one it was made. So he's in excellent condition, as you can see. He looks like a hockey player. Oh, cutie. Excuse me, I got to mute for a second here. I got to sneeze otherwise. Wow, that was quite a sneeze. Good thing I muted. It's the start of one allergy season for me. Tree pollen. First thing to come out there is poplars. But We will deal with that as we have to. Oh, I can't spell Boyd. Good grief, Boyd bear. Yeah, anyway, it's a Boyd's bear. Anyway, okay. Now let me keep getting my pen here so we can keep track of things we're going to do. Let me get shown that one. Okay. Well, we'll pass on this. And that's okay. Interesting. Okay. I did it twice. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I went to type in pass and I hit the referral link again. Okay. I'm going to hide that. Put him aside. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with CDs. Let's go with this batch here. I've got a batch of 4 CDs. I'm going to show you here. Camera up. Closer and down. There we go. It'll focus. There we go. It's a set of 4. I'll go through each of them. Now, these are not new. Call them pre-owned CDs. And we'll start at the $10 for all 4. The first one you see on top is Burt Bacharach, Best Of. There it is. Thing in there. Next one is the top. But I did not do that because that's going to get the glare from my light. Tom Jones, 20 Greatest Hits. There it is. And then Frankie Lane, his Greatest Hits. And Vic Damone, 20 Classic Songs Live. And it's in there. So I didn't know if anybody would be interested in something like that, but I thought I'd see. This came from this came from the estate I've mentioned in the past for those that have been on my channel before. I got a whole box full of CD box sets and some loose CDs like this. So I don't know if anybody interested in that. These are all in really good condition, taken good care of. I'm familiar with all of these artists. I just it's not the kind of music I listen to generally, unless it just happens to come up on the radio. Excuse me while I mute one more time here. There, I feel better. Okay, well, I don't see anybody out there anyway that's interested in that just now, but if you're seeing this and you're watching this later and you're interested, just either zing me an email if it's after, or just pop a note in the chat and we'll take care of you. Okay, I'll write the pass in there first. Pull that off there. Okay. I'm bringing some novel stuff tonight, I think. When I say novel, I mean something I don't. This is something I normally record. You can hear what I'm bringing. A box of marbles. Now, I don't know how many are in here. I don't know if it's complete. I do know there's a shooter in there, and there's a lot of marbles. I'll show you them in a minute. So, tin box of marbles. We'll start this at $10 also. And we'll open the box so you can see what's in there. It says it's for kids 6 and older. So there's the marbles in there. And there's the shooter. Now, it says shooters on the side, so I know this isn't. I know this is probably not complete, but see, there's pretty nice varieties of cat's eyes in there. I forget what these are called. I did do a little research, but a lot of cat's eyes. I think these are the cat's eyes. Yeah, some really interesting. That's a pretty interesting one there. Like a little sparkly to it, and there's these other ones that are really dark. Made by a company called Cardinal, it says. So I don't think the shooter was the original shooter that was in there. I think it was a different one. So there's some, they're very nice variety. There's another one that's kind of different. It's actually dimpled. Huh. So some are smooth and some are not. I think that's deliberate. Obviously these are quite smooth. I don't know if the name says Cardinal on it, but I don't know if that was the see what it says. Cardinal Industries. It says 2007 Cardinal Industries in New York. It does say made in China. This is pretty old. And any interest in marbles out there from any folks? If not, we'll just pass on the marbles. I'm just writing things down here so I keep track of what I've shown. I actually have more marbles than that. This is just one of the sets I grabbed. I actually have a bag of brand new marbles as well. Never used. Can't say if these are used or unused. Don't know. Obviously, the thing's open, and I didn't count them. So, but I thought for that price, it's pretty reasonable. Okay, we'll pass on the marbles. Excuse me. Take that off the screen. Others. Okay, let's see here. What's next? Well, we'll start with some jewelry, I guess. Just grab stuff at random here. I literally have a bin full of stuff. So just let's start with this one. This one's just as good as any. I think it might be worthwhile to hang this one on a display. Bring the camera up. So there's that. And it's a little intense. Let me bring that light down a little bit. Oh, that's too much. Want you to be able to see the beads on it. The camera keeps overcompensating. So I think what we'll do, we'll do with the bag it came in. Okay. Gotta keep track of that. I'm going to call this a white multi-strand bead did. Oops, oh my stupid thing. I thought I was typing in the comments field, not. Let's try that again. White multi-strand beaded. Ah, man. Let's try to look at two things at the same time here. We'll start this at $5. So I'll take it off here so you can see it better, I think. Just to show you the connector on it. Well, I get my hand in the right place. So there's the where the latch is. There is no extension on this one, but you can see it's looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands of white, but some of them have gold beads. One strand has gold beads, and the other strand is a kind of a coppery color, and that's in between. So that's when you see it up there. See if we can get that to hang. There we go. So you can see it's really tiny little, like seed beads. Focus now, focus. It doesn't want to focus. I think the thing's throwing it off. I know black isn't the best thing, but here. See the tiny white beads? So, length. I should always have my finger handy. I'm going to say that this is probably 16 to 18 in that range. So it's exactly that. It's 16 and it's 17 inch. But I don't see anybody looking at it right now or interested in. So we will go past this. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat if you're out there lurking. So I know we've already had a hello from one person, so appreciate that. Lets me know who I'm. At least I know I'm talking to somebody besides myself. So okay, we'll pass on that and take that off there. I'm a little organized a little differently tonight, so just to try and see if I can make things a little more efficient. We'll save that one. I'm just grabbing stuff at random here. Let's go with another necklace. This one here is not going to show well against the black, but I'll put it there for a second while I look at what I want for that. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm going to call this the black woven necklace. And she did it again. Why did that just do that? Why did my screen just change? There's right. Black woven necklace. We'll start this one at $5. I thought sure I'd find a name on this guy, but so there's the clasp. You can see so it is adjustable in the sense of I have it fully extended right now, and I'm gonna have to show it against my hand here. Let me get the light up a little higher. See if that helps. There we go. So I'm going to take this out of here and I'm going to just do it on the table because it's the black on black. Just doesn't. And we're going to shine this down and show you how it looks. So it's really quite shiny. It's very lightweight for the size of it. Telling me that it's mostly probably acrylic, I suspect. You can see it's a woven black pattern. Nope, I didn't put that up on the screen, did I? Just put that up there so we know. I'm going to guess that this is also 16 in that range. Yeah, it could be. It looks like it's between 16 and 17, roughly. Maybe 18 even. Depending on how it goes around your neck. But here it is. My light is not working as well tonight as I wanted. I've been messing around with this for a while. I don't know if I could reposition this other light here. See if I can get more light in that area. I might bounce a little more light off the sides here. Okay. Well, we will pass on this. And hide that. Let's see. Let's jump to yeah, another boxed set. And this is the kind of stuff I listen to. And this is in excellent condition. Comes with the booklets and everything. So the 2-disc set. Led Zeppelin. One of my favorite groups. We'll start. I went and I did look these up. So I see what the average price is out there. So I'm going to go with half of the average price. And we're going to start this at $7. Okay. So there it is. There's the cover. Get that right out there. There's the book. And the book has pictures and stories in it. And then the 2 discs are there. Disc 1 and disc 2. I don't know if these are every. I mean, they're really and they're mint in condition, so they're very well taken care of. This also came from the estate. There we go. Anybody who's interested in Led Zeppelin CD set? And again, like I said, if you're watching this later and you say, "Hey, my friends or friend or somebody like that might like this set," it's a nice gift. I think. Let's see. Say when this set came out. It says 1990, I think, what I'm reading on it here. I'm trying to see the fine print, but it's really hard. It isn't available anymore out there. You can only buy it used. I don't think you can find a new anymore. But I don't even. There's a list here. Oh yeah, it's some of the stuff from the first and second album definitely on here. And looking back in there, this one and this 2. I'll show you. Oh, get that print. There we go. You can see some of the songs that are on there. Okay, no interest in Led Zeppelin. We'll pass on that. Set that aside somewhere here. See? There we go. Okay, jewelry. More jewelry. Let's see. We're grabbing stuff at random here. Oh yeah, let's go with this guy. He's pretty. This is a really nice one. I think somebody definitely is going to like this one. Cute little turtle on a fairly long chain. The chain, when I tested it, I didn't test it as silver, but it's an 18-inch chain plus extender. It is not magnetic, but I can't say that it's silver. I didn't get a chance to test it. It's really hard to test some of these fine, little tiny silver. But I don't think it's silver. It might be silver plate. It's that with it's like a rope style, really delicate little chain. The stone or glass that's on the turtle here. You can see it's a one here surrounded by green in the center with little small green crystals around the edges. There's the back. Again, no markings on this at all. So, turtle necklace. We'll start this one at $8. Oops, I can't spell necklace. Oh, let me put that up. So, to get an idea of the size, let me put it. It is a quarter next to it, for example. So you can see it's not a large pendant by any means. Let me turn that down again. I think the light sometimes is just a little too much. Getting shadows here. I'm trying to resolve. So I think that's causing it right there. There. That's not so bad. Okay. Oh, interested in a little turtle. Green turtle. So we'll pass on him. And what did I do with the bag for him? There it is. Like that. Oh, let's see here. Oh, this looks interesting. What I've done is I've bagged up each of my pieces so they don't tangle up. So that means I can open the bag. Okay, so we have a silver tone necklace with crystals in the bottom, like so. I don't know if I have better background. I do and I don't. Let me just leave this for a second. Okay, so, oops, did I get myself again? Click in the wrong spot. Silver tone with crystals. Necklace. And we'll start this one at $6. And I'm going to really quickly see if I had some really beautiful material I brought up here, and I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Now, this might really, let's see if this will work on this camera. I'm curious to see. I've been meant to try this in advance, and I just remembered I did it. So I'm going to grab this off of here for a second. Put this green velvet down and see how that looks against that. Does that help at all? I wonder. Oh, I have it upside down. I think that's why. I've got to get it to hang. There. No, that didn't work. I just washed it out. Just like black does. Okay. So let me show you the necklace again here on my hand, so you get a better look at the base of it. Give me a second here, just trying to get it to hang correctly on my hand. Here. So you can see the bottom. It's got these little crystals. And then the necklace itself is actually quite shiny. And then I'm going to say this is another 18-inch or better with an extender. 16-inch plus a 2-inch extender, it looks like. So I got to find a nice color background I can use. Let's experiment with this some more. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll pass on this. And like that. I know this is a different night that I don't normally go be on, so I wasn't sure if some folks would pick up on catch on that I was moved it this week, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I just can't not go on. Let's go to some earrings. We haven't done earrings yet. There we go. Oh yeah, this is a bunch of sterling silver, nickel free. They say earrings. I'm trying to get the card to line up properly here. They're brand new on their card they came on. Looks like. I'll bring this camera down. And I think the original price on these was $20. Yeah. But that was a while ago. So, again, I've not tested them, but I'm fairly confident they are all right. And I think we'll start this at $8. I think it's a good deal for sterling earrings. And you can see from my finger they're not really large. Get them close here. So these are they're not a full length. They're not a full loop. They're a half loop, whereas the other two on the bottom are a full loop. So the top two are post style. You see the post, there's the price. And the top two, it's sort of the way they made them. They made it so they reflect and make it look like there's a stone in them. But it's just the way the metal is dimpled. It's really kind of cool technique that they did to make it look like there's something in there. Oops, let's get that centered up. There we go. Help. Light position certainly makes a difference. I can play around with that quite a bit and get that to work sometimes really, really well. So you can see it's actually a shadow from the camera itself that's cast on on the earrings. Like that. There we go. Okay, well, we'll pass on those. And pull those out there. Okay, we did earrings. Do I have bracelets? Yes, I do. Oh, anybody interested in copper? I have a copper bracelet. It's a simple copper bracelet. Oh, like that. I think I wasn't going to ask a lot for that. I know these can go for quite a bit. I think it's just going to start, it's going to start this at $8. They can go for an amazing amount of money. I was really surprised. It cleaned up. It does have a little bit of a stain on the inside there. You can see it right there. I'm trying to show you. So I'm not trying to hide it from you. But that's the only spot. And I think that'll buff out without too much difficulty. Copper's pretty easy to clean. Diameter of that, probably 2.5 inches, I would say. 3-inch diameter. If there's any interest in that. But it's really, quite light. It's a hoop, or what do you call it? My hand's a little too close with it. There we go. Focus. There we go. Just so you get an idea of that it's not a heavy. And I know some people use copper for homeopathic type things, I think, or, for healing arthritis, that kind of stuff, I think. So something like that. pardon me if I am getting it all wrong, but I know that some people like to wear copper because it is therapeutic. There's the word we're looking for. But okay, no interested in a copper bracelet, so we will pass on that. Set that aside. Oh, I had a one. Where did I do that? I only have a couple. Oh, let me do this keychain. I get that handy right here. This is a commemorative keychain. Gold tone. Not gold. It says United States Congress on this side. And on that side it says Capital of the United States. Pretty cool looking thing. So it's considered a commemorative. Oh, can't spell commemorative. Let's try that again. Commemorative. Doesn't help when you can't type. See if it likes that. Well, all right. I think that's right. Probably not, but we'll start this at $4. How's that? So I'll show it up close. You can see it's about a little bigger than my thumb. So it's probably about 1.5 inches across. Now I've got the light too close. But it's really shiny. No markings on the edges that I could see. You know, like this, any kind of thing like that. Anyway, I don't know if somebody would like something like that. Okay. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. We'll pass. Okay. What about this cute little bracelet? I think it's a bracelet. Give me a second and I'll tell you. Or is it a choker? Maybe it's a choker. Too big for a bracelet. It's got to be a choker. Little hearts. And it's got adjustable. So it's a choker. It's a very small. It's a very tight one. I'm gonna call it gold tone hearts choker or anklet, maybe. We'll start this at $5. So here's it's kind of a rose gold, but not quite in tone. And here's the clasp. And so it is adjustable in the sense of there's the length, and I suppose you could move the clasp down to wherever you want. So you could wear it as an anklet, or you could wear it as it's just little gold hearts with, I'm not sure what the notch in them, I mean the slot in the hearts are for, but anyway, there it is. Okay. I'm going quick, I know. And let's see here what we're going to do next. We just did a bracelet, so let's do something else. Oh yeah, this guy. Let's go with this guy. I like this. Okay. we'll pass on this. Like that. The next one, I'm going to have to bring the camera up. You get the edge of it here. You're seeing just a little bit of it. Move my light in the camera. Still not high enough. There. Whoop. What'd I hit? Oh, I killed the video. There we go. Oh, not that camera. Not that camera. Somehow I bumped the button on my keyboard and this out of the way. So it's got a really interesting clasp on it. Look at that. It's an older style hook and eye kind of thing. So this is all, it's cold to the touch. So we're pretty convinced that it's glass. So that's how I'm going to describe it. Red glass multi-strand necklace. And we're going to start this at $8. I did find these out there in the real world, and I can't, maybe they were a brand name or something like that, but some of them were vintage, and some were not. And the prices were $25, $30, $40, $50 for something just like this, but because I can't identify what it is or where it's from or any of that. I'm saying we're just going to put it out there for a reasonable price and see if anybody's interested. And I didn't actually count how many strands there are. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Losing count here already. 15. Looks like 20, maybe 20 strands. So with a combination of small and larger beads, you get closer, you can see. There it is. Let's see, length on that. Looks like 18. So, any interest in that? Oops, I didn't put it up on the screen. No interest. Putting out there, probably. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm talking to myself tonight, I guess. Nobody out there in the chat. That's okay. See, people can watch later. Send me a link. I got a really cute little ring. It's not cheap. I mean, it's not. It is not expensive. I meant. That's what I should say. It's not. It's just cute. I'll bring the camera down. Little froggy ring. Oops, let me get rid of the other thing off the screen. Oh, what did I do with my pen? We showed that. We showed that. And that. And that. Okay. Froggy ring, where did I put you? Oh, there you are. We'll start this at $3. Like I said, it wasn't going to be expensive. It is, it is used. It has been worn a lot, as you can see. And I can tell you the size here in a second. It looks like it's about 6 3/4. It's just shy of 7. And little rhinestones all throughout it, little crystals. It wouldn't. It might fit my pinky. Let's see what it looks like on the. Okay. Ooh, I gotta go fix my little reflector screen that fell. Let's help me put some of the light back on. There we go. Okay. Oop, I bumped my camera. Okay. We will pass. I just thought I'd throw it out there and see if anybody would be interested in something like that. You never know. I do have another ring that I'm coming up with. It's the one that's the gold electroplate. Ooh, this is an interesting necklace. Check this. So at first we thought the necklace, the chain might be silver, but it's not. It's I think it's silver plated. But there's the pendant. I'm going to show you the pendant up close. It's very interesting beadwork. It's on silver tone backing like this, and as you can see, it's about maybe 2.5 inches in length. 2.5. So really interesting. And it's on a pretty long chain. I think the chain is, let me get a measurement of the chain here. Oh, yeah. 20-inch chain, looks like, maybe 21-inch chain. There's the chain itself. Let's see, get a look at the chain, look at the style it is, and the second here, I twisted it during the process. There we go. So it doesn't have the chain does not have a latch or a catch. It's just a fixed length chain, I think. Oh no, there is a catch. Let me get that. Just your standard brown. But to me, the fascinating part about this thing is the pendant itself. So it's all these little beads that are patterned in here, and then there's some weaving in here and in here. So it's a combination of weaving and some woven material and some beads. Oh, what did I do with that? I just had that in my hand. Let's see here. I'm going to call this the beaded pendant and necklace. We'll start this at $6. While I'm doing that, let me clean up something else here. Straighten up a little bit. Okay. And we will pass on this shortly here. So there's no interest. And we will go with a named design necklace next. Okay, we'll pass on this. I've got this other necklace. I had to look it up. It's made by a company called Premier Design. It is metallic in nature. but not magnetic. I can't quite make out if it's brass or copper. I'm going to bring the camera up here. Show you the whole thing. See if you can get it to hang properly here. It does have an extender. I'll get into that in a second here. I'm not going to ask a lot for this one either, I don't think. This is a Premier Design necklace. We'll start this one at $6. I'll show you it up close here. Here's the tag here. And it's really hard to make it out, but it's there. Its initials is what it is on the tag. Oh, that's actually not bad. And then there's the clasp on the extender. So it's quite, and if I hang it against the wall here, you'll see how it hangs. I've been trying to find my white board I used to hang necklaces off of, and I can't. I misplaced it somewhere tonight, and I have to dig through the boxes to find it, I guess. But let's put it back down like this. And see if it's. Move on to the next item here shortly. Okay. Oh, I didn't put it up on the screen. Put it up on the screen for a second here while I get the next item out. A lot of necklaces tonight. A lot of necklaces. I've got 2 other rings and maybe another bracelet or 2. So we'll get to that too in a minute. This was the next one I'm going to show is really interesting, and I think it's Claire's, I want to say. Yeah. So, all right, let's hide this guy and pass. Okay, this one's Claire's. I wonder if that will show well on my board, on my necklace display. So, this, there we go. And I'm going to start this one at 7. That's really pretty. So this is a Claire's. I'm going to put it on the thing so you can see how it hangs better, because it really doesn't look good when you're putting it like that. And I think it looks okay. It's still got to get washed out. Let me turn this down a bit. There. You wouldn't believe how low I have the lighting right now, just so it doesn't so we don't get rid of, so we get rid of that glare. But there it is. This is my wife called it. I'm going to bring the light back around here, just so you can see it against my fingers. It looks a bit more washed out even on my hand here, but it's kind of a peach color, believe it or not. The rhinestones or whatever they are, and it's stones all the way up the length of it till you get to the extender chain, which is you can see that it's got a rose gold tone to it, and the Claire's tag is right there. But you can see it's got all the way up to the extender chain. It's got those little stones, and there's a rose gold backing on it on the back side, kind of a rose gold color. But I had to hang it like this because it really does look nicer hanging than laying flat on the table. You just can't get the. That's not too bad. Yeah. No matter what I do, it doesn't help much. Now it's really going to go crazy. Camera going crazy. Do like that. Bounce off the ceiling a little more. That doesn't help at all. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll pass on that. And move on to the next item. All right. Let's see here. Like I said, I have a lot of necklaces, so I'm trying to mix it up a little. Oh, I got another. Let's do another CD box set. For those that are joining late, I've got a lot of I have CD box sets I've been showing. Let's do this one. I think. Let's see. I gotta look this one up. Yep. Bring the camera down. Yeah. So, pardon this is where there's a sticker on here, so it's just some stickers. I didn't have a chance to wash it off. This is a Neil Young Decade, three records on two compact discs. Now, I think this is the one I think it is. The guy put his initials, the owner, on the book and on the CDs, but they're fine. They play fine, I'm sure. There's the second one in here. Again, he's got his initials on it. So what did I say? It was there you go. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Neil Young CD set. We'll start this at. Now I looked this one up and I saw the average price going for it. So I'm gonna cut that in half and say we'll ask $8 for it. That's $4 for each CD essentially. And like I said, I'll clean up this sticker smudge off of there. It's nobody had their name on there with the sticker. So I guess they must have loaned out their CDs because there's a few of them that I've got that are like that. So cert. I can't even type that right. Let's try that again. Neil Young CD set. Starting bid $8. Now we can get it typed right. Just put it up on the screen properly. But like I said, I've got mixture stuff tonight, and this is some of the stuff that came from the estate. And that name that's on there, which is interesting, is not the person that I was dealing with from the estate. So I'm wondering if whoever lived in that estate got these CDs from whoever this is that had his name on them. I have no idea. I'd be a little concerned at first until I double checked. Anyway, so there it is, and there's a list of all the songs on there. Some good songs. I know most of those. I'm pretty familiar with his work. One of my favorite songs on there, Heart of Gold. When I played in a blues band, we actually did a couple of his songs. Okay, we'll pass. For now. Okay. Okay. Interesting little costume ring. I think it is a size smallish. This is a 6.25, I would say. It has been worn, but it's still pretty. It is not gold. It is not. I think it's just a crystal on there, not a stone. Let me set that down for a second. I'm just going to call a red ring. Call the red ring. We'll start this at, what did I say? Not much. $5. 6 size. What did I say? Size 6 1/4. So let me pop that off of there and double check that. Make sure that really is a 6 1/4. Yep, 6 1/4. I'd be lucky if I get that on my pinky. Well, I can sort of. Here's what it looks like on the side. Maybe I should show it to you that way. It does have some wear. Is there any interest? I actually do have my ring holder here. At least put it on that. Okay. We'll pass on that. Either you're going to like it or you're not. So, okay. How about a Leah Sophia necklace? Like that. Okay. So this is a Leah Sophia necklace. And we'll start this one at $7. And here's the tag. There, Leah Sophia on it. And the clasp and extension. And I'll bring it up here so you can see it against my hand. A little variety of things. They were all really cool to the touch. So I think they're mostly glass beads and silver tone beads. And I'm going to say the overall, I'm going to say that's probably a 16, not including the extension. No, 14. 14. And then with the extension, probably you can get it up to 16. If there's any interest in that. Okay. What's next? Find something interesting here. Oh, I'm going to bracelet. Well, let's do a bracelet. There we go. Let's do a bracelet after this. Okay. I'm not seeing anybody jumping at this, so we will pass on this. I didn't put it up, did I? Ah, nice piece and I dropped it. Okay, I did say pass, so let's just hide that. And I've got a bracelet with gold tone links. This is lava stone. What should say this? Okay. We will start this at $6. And so, just so you can see it up close. And the one thing about this particular bracelet, I don't see is a clasp. Once I'm looking at it, I don't see one. Now, I'm going to guess. Let's see if we can get a diameter on that at least. Looks like it's about. I try to make it even here, as much as possible. A circle here. About 2.5 almost. So, but so you see it against my hand. Oh, quite. There we go. Okay, I'm interested in the lava stone. Let's hide that. And what do we do next? How about this looks like it's like a freshwater pearl type of thing. Necklace, really long. Doubled it up here just so you can see the whole thing. Bring it up. There. I think this is what they call freshwater pearl. It looks like freshwater pearl. And little kind of a pale gold tone beads in between. So I'm going to start this one at $7. So doubled up like that, it is, I would guess about 16. Yeah. So doubled up like that, it's 16, and it is, so it makes it 32 in length. As you can see, there isn't a fastener anywhere. So give you an idea what it looks like. Okay. Excuse me while I get a sip of water. Put some more stuff away here. Oh yeah, I gotta show the one thing, this something I had in the preview that I haven't shown yet. I just realized that. Okay, pass on that. Quiet out there. Won't see anybody in the chat. Other than at the very beginning, I had somebody. But then... Okay. Back to the CD sets. This one in the preview, so I should make sure I show it. The Who. This is 30 years of maximum R&B. It's a 4 compact disc set. And I'm going to start this at $7. How's that for a deal? Again, this was not, these are not, there's a booklet. It's a really big booklet, actually. It comes in here. With all kinds of pictures and stories. And then there's 4 CDs in here. And these are not written on. There's 1, there's 2. There they are. They look like they're in excellent shape. Flip the book. And interest in The Who. Again, another band I followed growing up. I can tell you right now, if you bought this, you could probably turn around and resell it if you're a reseller without any difficulty. This is stuff from the estate. I don't have a personal interest in keeping it, so. And what did I do with the pen? Now, son of a gun. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh yeah, I've got. What have I looked at today? Besides the other 4 CDs, I started with. That was a variety. I've also got Led Zeppelin. I've got the band. I got Springsteen. I got Clapton. Leonard Skinner. Dylan. Who else in here? Let's see here. Yeah, a couple of Dylan ones. Eric Clapton. Another Who. Another Led Zeppelin. This one is. Oh, that's the Springsteen one. Yeah. So yeah. And you won't believe that. I'm gonna show you the one interesting, funny thing I find humorous. That is in there. Okay, we're gonna pass on this. You got to see this. You really got to see this. And I know there's only a couple people out there, but you're gonna get a kick out of this. Take it out of there. So, no, that's not the one. Oh shoot! It's spilled. So I went to. They had these really nice little tins, and I thought, "Oh, this is cute. We'll get some, some interesting tins." Yeah, Nixon Agnew pins. A whole bunch of them, brand new. Look at that, a whole bunch. There's need some presidential memorabilia. I'm not sure they're worth as much as the tin is, probably. I don't know. But I've got two of them. This other one had just Nixon Now, whole bunch. And I do mean a bunch. Oh, well. I thought it was humorous. Let's see. We showed bracelets. We showed that. Oh, let's go with this one. This was a pretty one. This one we think is silver plate. Can't promise that it is, but we think it is. Nice little choker with stone. These are, I forget what she thinks the stones were. She didn't write it down. Might be they're bluish in color, I think. Or are they? I don't remember. No, they're dark blue. So they could be amethyst. It could be, but it's a very interesting necklace. There's the clasp right there. I'm going to say that's only like 14-inch. Yep. 14-inch. And we think the metal is silver plate. Because I can't confirm that it is silver plate. It's not silver because it is somewhat magnetic. It's really funny. It's kind of a weakly magnetic. How's that for a description? Huh? What did I do? Did it again. I clicked in the wrong place. I'm trying to give it some description here so that if somebody asks me about it later, I can note it. I know what they mean. We'll start this at, I think she wanted 7. So again, I'll show it up close here. See See, it's all these little silver links with the bead in the middle. There's the clasp. It did clean up nicely with silver polish. So that's why we think it's silver plated. So they have a little moderate amount of tarnish on it, but it is not. It didn't pass the magnet test. Okay, well that's up. I will see if we can talk about some earrings. We haven't done anything much. I don't have a lot of earrings from it. Actually, I have a whole bin full of earrings behind me. I just didn't come prepped with them. So we will show some earrings here. So I have a lot of necklaces, a lot of necklaces. Earrings. Okay. No interest in those. We'll pass. Okay. There. So I got these really cute little post earrings here. I'm going to have to hold them so you to see. I'm just going to set them down here for a second and then bring the camera down because that way I can show it with my hand better. So they're really cute. Hang on a second. Let me just. We'll start these at, what did you say? Oh, yeah. $5 start. So these, I'm going to hang it, hold like that. It's actually, it's kind of more of a purple than a red. Maybe like an amethyst. I should have looked at it more closely. But see if I can catch the light to get that color just right. Yeah, you can see the purplish. And it's a little bow and a post with a little tiny earring like that hanging down. And that's the back. And it's the same thing. Of course. Gold tone. Not marked, no sign or anything like that. But these are vintage. Probably more than 30 or 40 years old, we would guess. We were guessing because we know where they came from. I wish I had a better way to display them, but I don't have my display cards handy. I was looking for one to put it on. But anyway, so it gives you an idea of what they look like. Let me see if I can get that one to display the same way here. There we go. So, okay. I thought it was red when I first picked it up, but it's more purple. So the description's wrong, but you're hearing from me what it really is. Okay. Let's do these. I have a necklace and ring set. We'll show that next. Okay, we'll pass on that. This, to me, is probably the only thing that has gold in it tonight. It's gold electroplate. It is marked 14K GE Uniclad. Uniclad. On the ring. It has a matching necklace with it, but the necklace is not marked. So we're going to, and we know it came as a set. So let me get the necklace up there first. I mean, it could, it is a gold tone necklace. I don't think, again. So there's the little stone at the end of it. I believe that's like a cute zirconia or something like that. Let me get my mandrel out here and get the size of the ring for you. The ring is a size 7. And you can see why it's matching to the other. Gold electroplate. There's the 7. Yeah. I don't know if I can get it to show you on camera. Let's see if you can see the writing in there or not. Get the light in a better place. There's the writing in there. You probably can't make it out, but you'll see that's where it's written. And it says 14K GE. Let me put the ring on my pinky here because that's the only one the only place it's gonna fit. Nice looking ring, actually. Really nice looking ring. And yeah, I'll get you a length on the. So you get this typed up here first. And we're starting this at $10. So, like I said, this is not, the bright necklace is not gold. And the necklace is probably 16. Yeah, 16. There's the clasp again. Matching ring and necklace. Is there any interest? Oh, what else we got here? Yes, let's do that next. A couple items here, and then we'll do this. Again, like I said, I have a lot of necklaces tonight, so try not to overwhelm you with them, but we'll do pass on this. Put it back. And just with that. Let's show this. This one here is another choker style necklace. Little blue crystals. Get it on camera better here. Get the camera up a bit. There. I'm going to call this the blue crystal. Oops, did it again. I could have swore I had clicked on that field. Huh. Blue crystal necklace. I'm going to start this one at $6. And without the extender, I'm going to say it's like 14 probably. Actually 13, looks like. So definitely a choker style necklace. There's the nice long extender with it and the clasp. And you can see get that to focus. Come on. Focus already. There we go. You get to see the the color actually is coming up pretty good on this. And the links in between are a rose gold color. And then there's these in between that there's clear. These are just clear rhinestones. Did not see a name or any kind of marking on here, which surprised me. I really thought it was just a nice piece. I thought sure we'd see something on that identificating a maker, but nope. Really, really nice piece. Well, that's up there. Let me straighten up some of my mess here. Some stuff away. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. It's been kind of crazy the past couple of weeks. Not being well and then just trying to get things done with the changing weather. Oh, what happened here? There we go. Gotta be careful what buttons I'm hitting here. I won't shut myself off. Yeah, my wife gets those like that, Marlene. She gets these days where it just seems like everybody calls her. She says, I can't get anything done. Yeah, I've heard that. Okay, where's that other piece I want to show? Nope, that's not it. Huh. I just had my hands on that. I could have sworn. Oh, there it is. Huh. All right, we'll pass on this. That and oh, okay. I saw something there. Oh, just me. Okay. Well, here's the other sterling piece I mentioned that we have. Let me see what's the size. Just the bag, yep. And this is what they call a Y necklace. I think I've shown one similar to this before, but this is sterling. It's actually something that came out of my wife's business from years ago. I'm trying to, somehow I managed to tangle it up here. Oh, I see what I did. Hang on a second. Tangle it, I just didn't grab it right. Okay. And she thinks the stones are lapis in there. So, little blue stones. And these are silver. This is all silver. There is no clasp, as you can see here. The clasp is really the toggle itself down here at the bottom. So this is a sterling toggle Y necklace. I guess this was she said this was a style that was popular. She said she wanted this 10. Years ago, and so give you a better view of the length of it here, and from the toggle to the top, it looks like it's 16. So yeah, so basically, you can undo it like so, and then keep twisting it here. So it gives you an idea what it looks like untoggled. But yeah, the blue stones are lapis, I think. Lapis lazuli. I think that's what she told me. I didn't write it down, of course. Dummy me. Oh, excuse me. Okay. We will pass on that. Put it back together so it doesn't tangle up in the bag. And where's that other one I just had my hands on? Oh, there it is. Oh my. This is a really interesting one my wife found. She almost kept it for herself. But it's a gold tone chain. Double chain, actually. It's a double chain. You can see it there properly. Yeah. And then these look like they're almost like a power shell in between on each of these pieces. Is that hanging right? I wonder if that will show okay on the display. Let's see. It's gold, so it's not silver, so maybe it'll look pass reasonably well. Let's get it hanging here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Look at a little bit of glare there. Look at the glare off of it. There we go. Something about that camera just keeps doing that to me. I gotta make some adjustments with it. But okay. What did I call this? Did I give it a name? I don't know what to call this. Gold tone mixed necklace. Start this one at $8. So I'll bring my light back over here so and take it off this so I can show you the different. It does have an extender on it, which was almost fully extended the way I had it there. And the interesting thing is the pieces in between. Oops, let me get it on camera here. There we go. So you get an idea of what the true color looks like. Let me lay it back down here and get this out of the way. Yeah, so trying to figure some kind of style it is. At first I was thinking maybe some kind of Middle Eastern style maybe, but then it's got the power shell in it. So I couldn't, and the backs of them just plain, just nothing, just the gold tone back. But it's a gold tone necklace and gold tone, all the way around. So that doesn't help at all. Just makes it clear all the more. Huh. Oh well. Alrighty, well, we'll pass on this. I'm going to be calling it a night here soon, so I know I've got a little bit more left, and I think I wanted to make sure I got to a couple more items here, so we'll pass on that. Get that out of the way. I wasn't going to do, I don't know, I'll see here. Let's see what I got left, and then we'll decide what to do. Just going to put this away. All right, what I have left. I wasn't going to do multiples, but I think I will just because I'm getting tired. Didn't write it down today. Huh. Didn't write it down. All right, we'll just do the 3. We got 3 necklaces. They're all the same, going to be the same price. The green turtle, yes. Let me write you down for that. I will take care of that right now. It is right next to me. Sure I have my hands on it first before I commit. There it is. Okay, I'll write your name on it so I don't. All right, I'm going to post that in the chat. Oh, I misspelled turtle, but you know what? You know what I mean. Put that right there so I don't lose it. Okay, where was I? Necklace. Yeah, this one. And this one. Okay, so I've got 3 necklaces here. One more. So the one on the right is glass beads. The one in the middle is not. And the one on the left is shell. And so I'm going to say necklaces for choice. Starting bid of $6. I'll take you through each one. Oh my goodness, I misspelled type. All right, I will put it up there anyway. All right, so this is the clasp on this guy. These are really cold. These are shell. From shell. And that one looks like about 17 or 18. 16. Okay, that's maybe closer to 17 actually. This one here is a bunch of seed beads, a necklace and an extender. It's more like a choker. These are acrylic. I don't think they're plastic. I don't think they're glass. I think they don't feel cold to the touch. But you get the idea. Some green and red kind of mixed in there. Choker. And then this one here is all glass beads. This is a double stranded piece with varying glass and vellum. So, let me get the camera up a little bit more, a better view. It's just going to be off screen a little bit. There. Okay. Anyway, any interest in any of those? Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what I have next here. Okay. No interest in any of those. So we'll pass. And we'll do the same thing here. necklace number 1. It's got a tag on it, but all it has on the tag is a capital C. If that means anything to anybody. Necklace number 2. And this is a double. This is a really long one, so I'm going to fold it in half here, just so you can see. I have it doubled around. I'll show you better in a minute. And come on now, get out of the bag. And then this is simple little gold tone job. Yeah, with a little dove on the end. Okay. On this, $5 stop. So like I said, this one's got has an extender on it, and it looks like it's kind of copper colored. The tag, the manufacturer's tag on it is a capital C with a little tiny stone mark next to it. It looks like double C actually. It's like 2 C's. If that means anything to anybody, really tiny little chain, kind of a gold tone with these beads. And the colors actually come out pretty good on those. Should get a pretty good idea of those. This is actually really long, probably close to 28 or 30 inches. So I just fold it in half and out just to show you. I think these are just acrylic, and there's no fastener on this. It's just a, that I could see. Nope. See, really long. It's a little 16-inch, I'd say, gold tone necklace with a cute little dove with some inlay on it. That looks like it's just probably painted, I would guess. It's hard to know. No marking on that though. One side, the other side is just gold tone. Any interest in those? Charming Charlie. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Double C. Yeah. Yep. Both of you got it. Thanks, Beth. Thanks, Marlene. Okay. I figured it was a brand I had probably heard of, and I have heard of Charming Charlie, actually, from some other things we did. So, okay. Cool. Any interest in any of those? If not, we will move on to the last few items here. That's that. And I'm looking here. I think I was just going to do it that. Did I write a person that one? No, I didn't. Yeah. Okay. No interest with any of those. Oh, you'll take the CC. Okay, great. Let me write it down. Thank you. And thank you, Marlene, if I didn't say thank you for yours as well. Earlier purchase. Oh, Blue Bros for 10. Oh, gee, I should, well, I should have remembered that. Beth. Okay. Oh, in the last round. Yeah. Let's see if the tree, this one of the glass beads. This is the one you're talking about. I think. This one. That's the one you want, Beth. I think it was 6 on those, right? So, from the bags. Oh, okay. Red multi-layers. Red multi-layers. Oh, and you want this one as well. Those are the two you're talking about. The glass, this is the glass beads, and this one here. And the gold electroplated. Oh, well, that's just the ring that's electroplated, not the necklace, just so you know. But okay, let me grab that. That's right here next to me. So let me write your name next to that. And on these two. That's all right. I'll take my time here and give you a chance to catch up. Not a problem, Beth. Not a problem. Hope you're doing well. Just trying to get myself organized here and get your stuff in a bag. Put your name on them. That's one. And where's the other bag? Here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That is that. It's all marked up now. And where was I? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to do, again, 3 things. Yeah. Let me get out of the bag. Oh, come on. I know there's a trick to open these little bags. One of these days I'll figure it out. Okay, cute little gold tone, very delicate chain necklace. There's a tag on, but there's no name. I'm trying to get it to hang here so we can display it properly. There we go. There's that one. And then this is really, I don't know. We were trying to figure out, maybe you guys will have a hint on what my wife said. Maybe this is Aztec or something like that, but the pattern on there is really interesting. There's that. And sorry, I'm trying to organize myself a little bit here so I don't lose track of what you guys wanted. Oh, yes, I remember you have that. Yes, I remember you've discussed that before. Wow. Wow. So yes, the Y necklace. Let me grab that while that's out there and the guys are looking at it. I just had my hands on that. There it is. So yes, there's the Y necklace, and I'll put your name on that. And okay, so we got this bracelet. It does have a clasp on it. I noticed it today. I pointed to my wife. She said, it's knotted in between these, and she said, "Oh, that is pretty cool." That then indicates usually a good idea of quality. Then there's this thing here, plain on the bag, no markings that we could find, but it was really interesting. It's on this, on a corded necklace, and then this cute little delicate. Oops, let me get this. So it's on the screen there. Gold. Look at how delicate that little chain is. That is really, really, really tiny. And then it's got these just little blue beads in the end. Again, I don't know. We were thinking, Mayan, Aztec, something like that. So, don't worry, Beth. You're not making anything hard on me. You're doing just fine. I'm used to. With my job, I get pulled around all the time. So this is a piece of cake compared to what you guys went through. So. So, okay, here we go again. I'm just going to say items for choice. $5. So, get this. And I think I can give you the length now because this one does come apart. I mean, this unhook. So I'll give you the length on that. I'm going to say 7. but it could be 7.5. Oh boy, I had that right. 7. So the bracelet's a 7 in length. So you're interested in the center one, as I see, Beth, right? That it doesn't. I don't see any variation on it. I just see a continuing pattern with a stone in the middle. But you're right. It's got this raised up piece in the middle, so it is kind of interesting. And it came with this um, corded necklace on it. No name on it or anything like that. But you can tell this is all part of it because it's also got a pattern on there as well. I didn't see a name. I'm double checking, but nope. So yeah, anything I have would be what we call a swag. Okay. So Marlene would like the pearls. Okay. Let me write your name on that. Yep, I remember. I actually have some more somewhere. If you're looking for them again, but just trying to put it back together here. Just in a second, and then we'll get to your stuff, Beth. I just want to write names down so I don't lose track. But I got smart tonight. I put all these things in little bags so I can write the name right on the bag. There. Okay. A calendar someplace. Okay. What do I do with that bag? Okay. Alrighty. No problem, Beth. No problem. Okay, your name's on that. And that leaves just the last little blue guy. And we'll take that out. So we'll finish that off. Oh, that's quite all right, Marlene. It's the way it goes sometimes. What have I got left? Not much. I'm getting down to the ends here. I've got these. Excellent. Okay, your earrings. Another double strand necklace. These over here. And you can find this next one really interesting too. I'm trying to get it to hang here properly. Come on. There. And that. Okay, oops. This is not full on screen. Okay, so these are just acrylic. They're not glass. They're not cold to the touch, just so you know. Yeah, well, up here in New England, at least in this part in Vermont, the stores all close early. Nobody stays open all night. Not even Dunkin' Donuts anymore. So, okay. Items for choice. Excuse me. Let's try that again. Items for choice. $5. Okay, so these say there's cubic zirconia earrings made by something called Accent. There's the post. I can replace that little plastic piece. I have those. But there's that. Post earrings. And there's this multi-stranded silver tone necklace. It has a tag on it, but I don't think there's a name. It's just got a little heart hanging off at the end of it for some reason. But it's like, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, couldn't get to my mute button in time. Okay. This multi-strand silver tone, and then this thing I've doubled over because it's so long of acrylic beads and chain. The chain is metal, but the beads are acrylic. Anybody interested? Oh yeah, really? I had not heard that. Zirconia, really? No, I suppose it's. I'm muted for a second. Hang on. Good. Sneeze again. There. All right. You want all three, Beth? Okay. One of those I got to write down because I don't have a bag for it. But the rest. And you write your name down on this one. I'll do them one at a time here. Whoop, I hit a button again. I almost killed myself again. Okay. I kind of jokingly at the beginning, and I know you guys weren't there, I kind of said, we're kind of yard sale prices tonight. We just got stuff we need to pass on. So I think that's sort of what a lot of this is. You live in the house of jewels. You don't know with anything. Well, you should see my wife's collection. I had to buy her another jewelry box the other day. Okay, we'll write your name on that. And that. And I think, other than this, one last two little cutesy pieces. I don't know if I want to put that one up. I don't know. It's just, I don't think it's even metal. I don't know. I can tell you in a second here. There's that. I got two little weird pieces that I've left over. I wasn't even sure I'm going to show them, but I'll throw them out there just for you guys. As soon as I take care of Beth's last piece here. Okay. Yeah, so this is this little gold tone elasticy bracelet and silver tone necklace with a pendant with a cat with a monocle. I think that it was something more for a child or something like that. I was just going to say $3 for each. Is anybody interested in something like that? Other than that, yeah, I bet you my wife comes pretty close to rivaling you. what you're doing. I think I got everything written down, so we're good. And just to give you an idea of some of the other items I went through earlier, Beth. I'll pull those out of here. I don't think anybody's interested anyway. There's some of the, this is the pile of stuff I had. Earlier. This is a necklace and necklaces and some rather bizarre pieces, and some I consider bizarre, but maybe other people don't. Leah Sophia, and actually it had some couple of name brand pieces in there, but that was kind of the stuff I had in there earlier that you guys missed if you got it from the beginning. So, including a copper bracelet. He was into the copper stuff for therapeutic purposes. So, yeah. Oh, the red one. What did I want for that? I don't even remember. I think it was $8. Is that okay? And the Y toggle you got. I already got that for you. You're good. So you're talking about this red one, right? That's beads. Yeah, that's yours. I wrote your name down, Beth. Set that there, and then the Leah Sophia, which is this is the Leah Sophia here. Okay, you write your name on that. The Leah Sophia was going for $7. So. Okay. Silver with pearl. This guy here, the freshwater pearl. I think that's what it is. It looks silver, but it's actually more of a kind of a pale gold color. And you can see the price was on there, $7. You want that too? Okay. I'm not going to complain. And then I had this. This was the lava beads on gold tone with gold tone. That's a bracelet. There's this ring here that my wife actually almost kept. I was saying earlier. Oh, let me untangle it here. I tangle it up and I put it in the bag. That guy. So silver with a pearl. But so there's the not the freshwater bag in front of it. You're talking about these? This is the one you're talking about? So this is the one you're talking about that you want, correct? I'll wait to make sure. And then this is the abalone, or power shell. We weren't quite sure. And I mean this. There was some really unusual pieces here. No, not this. Not this. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let me cross that off. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Put that out of the way. Okay. This one. Okay. That was, I think that was 8 also, yes. Yeah. Okay. So that one there. That one's yours. And then there was this really unusual one here that's beads, really large pendant beads and woven stuff. And those are earrings. That was a bracelet. Here, that, and this was a Premier design. It's metal. I think it's brass. I want to say kind of copper color, but more brass color. There was this really pretty piece here. It's kind of a peach color. The beaded pendant. This guy here. You want that? Okay. All right. Oh, that one in there. That's yours. Sorry, pen in my mouth. And this is one that it was really hard to see in the bag. That's why I'm taking it out of the bag. So there was this one. And that was only $7 as well. You can see it stones all the way up. The turtle ring? You mean the frog ring? There was no turtle ring. It's a frog ring, and there's the turtle pendant's gone. That's sold. Yeah, you're talking about this guy, the froggy. That's the frog, and then this is the one that was called Premier Design. The tag is, you can almost read the tag on the screen. If I can get it right. Get the light to hit it right. Oh, that's the back again. No, that was the right side. But it's called Premier Design. Okay. Frog. Okay, I'm going to write that down because that's on a separate list. The frog was $3, just so you know. And the Premier Design, this guy. Okay, Premier Design. I think. What did I do with that one? The Premier Design was $6. I don't have a bag. I gotta get a bag for that one. That's okay, Beth. It's all right. It's taking me a few minutes just to get myself organized here as well. Got a bag here for the. So, because I want to bag up your stuff and mark your name on it so I know exactly it's yours. And that was the Premier Design. That was $6. Okay. The black necklace is kind of like a woven, and it's cold to the touch. But I honestly don't know what the material is. It might be metallic. It's got a really big size clasp on it. If I can get that on the screen here. Here we go. Big chain, big extender chain, and the clasp like that. I did not see a name on it. Sorry, I'm just trying to put your stuff in the bag here. Your other purchases. Put your name on it so I know it's yours. Of course, I always go back and look at the video. Okay, and I what was I asking for that guy? $5 for that one. So that was not a bad deal either. So that's yours. Yeah. So you can see what it looks like. Let me grab a bag for that. Fortunately, my wife remembered to order some bags, so I got a new batch of plastic bags to put everything in. Well, this one's bigger bag. And let me see, let me write your name down for that. Alrighty. Black bag behind necklaces. Well, this is the other necklace that was there. That's the one you're talking about. Then this is the lava stone bracelet, copper, and it's that, and this is another multi-stranded necklace as well. Oops, can't see it. Oh, yeah. Is that what you're looking for? This one? Yeah, this has got, we think it's a silver plate. Not silver, but silver plate. With little stone beads in there. Yes, okay. That was 7 as well. You write your name on that one. Thank you, by the way. I'm so busy writing things down and trying to keep track of it. Not getting around to saying thank you. So, all right, dude. There's not much left. See here. What's this? The only thing I have left is this other blue one, and that's pretty much it. Oh, no problem, Beth. I'm more than happy to. You're a good customer, and I like working with you. So, okay. No interest in CDs, huh? You saw I show a bunch of box CD sets, and I don't have a whole box full of them. It's just crazy. Okay, wow. Well, let's switch cameras then. I guess we're done for the night. I want to say thank you. Oh, thank you. And appreciate it, both of you. Thank you for all your late night purchases. It's wonderful. It helps a lot. And I actually came back prepared with a backup. This is all earrings, just in case I ran out of stuff. But I ended up going through what I had and within the 2 hours I had planned. So. Yep. Yeah, I don't blame you about that. Yeah, sure. I'll just throw that in, Beth. Don't worry about it. Consider it a gift. Okay. Well, yes. Everybody have a happy Easter, and hopefully the weather's nice so you can get out there in your finest and enjoy it. It's supposed to be okay here. So, yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to do some of the videos and stuff like that. I just haven't got anything in a format I'm comfortable with yet, but I will figure something out. But anyway, I do have some jewelry out there on eBay, and I will be doing more next week. I have. What am I missing? Oh, did I do this one? No. Oh, oh well, we'll get to it some other time. Yeah, so have a happy Easter, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday, hopefully. And yes, I will have more earrings next week. I promise. I had some back as a backup for tonight, but didn't get to it. Just ran out of time. So yeah, it does take time. And I'm working half days now, so I don't have the free time I had before. It takes a little more extra work. So, alrighty. I think it's a good time to say goodnight. Have a blessed one.